I'm gonna tell you guys a story from when I was at Idaho State College, and I was with some friends, and we went up to a bar up in, what is it, Coeur d'Alene? All these friends that I had with, I partied with and stuff like that, and so I remember I was pretty in shape and everything. I was like 250 at the time, though. I had lost weight since I had been at Washington State playing football, but I was playing football at Idaho State then. But we had went to this bar down there, and there was this Native American dude that was really drunk, and he was really being rude and disrespectful to a girl that was sitting at the bar, and no one was doing anything. There was a lot of people in the bar, and so this real big white dude, like he was probably like freaking 6'6", like 300 something pounds of solid muscle. This dude was ripped. He went over there, and he was, and everybody was glad that he got in between them, and then he pushed the dude off. But the Native American dude, he was probably like 140 pounds and just out of shape, and probably like 5'2", and the dude was, or 5'5" maybe, you know what I'm saying? But the dude was real small. And so he went over there, and he got in between him, and he pushed him to the ground. He pushed him into the chairs, and then he fell against the chairs, and he almost fell to the ground. And then we were like, oh, okay, man, yeah, good job. And then he went to go do it again, and he went with when the native he got up from the chair, and then the guy, he pushed him back to the ground again. He pushed him again, and this time he hit the ground. And then everybody was like, okay, well, okay, whatever. But then the native tried to get back up again, and then once he got to his feet, the guy pushed him again, and he slid under some chairs, and he hit the ground, and he was still talking mess to him while he was doing it. And then everybody was like, hey, man, that dude should, like, somebody should go stop that guy. And then I was like, I know, huh? And then, you know what I'm saying, because no one really wanted to do anything. And then my friends was like, because they were all pretty small, and you know what I'm saying, not really about that type of conflict, and so they knew how I was, and they were like, Eric, you should go do something about that guy. And I was like, all right, I've already been thinking about it. And so I got up, and right before he pushed him again, I got in front of him and grabbed the bar, and then so I was in between them, and I was like, hey man, what's up? How you doing? And then he was like, what? I was like, hey yo, can I buy you a beer? And then he was like, I'm gonna need you to move out the way, because he was looking down on me, because he was 6'6". And he was so big. But anyway, when he told me to move out the way, I was like, hey man, come on, man, because I just thought to be real with him. You know what I'm saying? I was like, just come on, man, like, dude, what is he? 140 pounds, like they're 5'5". You proved your point. Everybody's happy what you did, man. Let's just all chill. And then at that point, I noticed in my peripheral that I saw a guy over here and a guy over here behind me, and two guys were standing on the side of him. And I looked behind me, and there was one more right behind me. And so I was completely surrounded. And all the other guys that I saw were at least as big as me, and they were ripped too. Yet, when that 6'6" monster dropped his hand on my shoulder and looked at me with pity and was like, what are you gonna do about it? And then I looked at him straight in his eyes without waver, and I started laughing. because I already had a plan of what I was going to do to all of them. And I started laughing when he said that, and I was like, I'm going to beat the living. Sorry for my language, but that's what I said. And I kept laughing hysterically because I already knew that I was going to win. And he looked at me funny. And he looked at his hand and he took it off of me. And he took a step back. and then he looked at all his guys and was like, and then he motioned like that for them to come on, and they all went back to their seats. And then I went back to mine. And everybody at the table was like, Eric, what in the F word did you say to that dude? Why are they all sitting there? What happened? And I was like, dude was like, what did you tell him? And I was like, I told him. When he asked me what I was gonna do about it, and I told him I'm gonna beat the living out of you. And then he took his hand off me and went to go sit down with all of his homeboys. And they were like, dude, we thought that we were gonna have to get some chairs and start throwing because we couldn't do anything. And I was like, I already know I had a plan, because what my plan was, because they wanted to know, was when that dude dropped his hand on me and asked me what I was gonna do about it. I knew that when I said I'm gonna beat the, when I knew that if he gave me a crazy face or a mean face or any type of face other than like getting off me, he was gonna get the most. Right there in his mouth, the full blow. And then I know the guy behind me was gonna feel really free because he's gonna be in my blind spot to come forward harder and come forward really hard. And so I was gonna come back with an elbow to him without even looking. And then, because I know, and if I miss, it doesn't really matter because I'm still going toward him. And then the guy that's on the side of him, I would have hit him with the cross, and then I know that like this guy over here is coming forward now, so he's gonna get one, and then this dude is gonna be coming, and he's gonna get one, and so forth. So hit elbow, hit elbow, hit elbow. That's what I was gonna do, because if I have a plan and I'm only one man, all 6 of them needed to be on the same page, and they had just accumulated. So none of them were on the same page emotionally, strategically, and so all I had to do was create anarchy, and everybody was gonna start to wilter like wet napkins. Pull them apart. I was gonna win. God has always put the Spirit of God on me to understand situations and react wisely.